The whole point of this experience with 5-MeO-DMT is to unearth some of the deepest aspects of ourselves. There can be a lot of confusion around 5-MeO-DMT because it's often described as a 15-minute experience. And there's some truth to that. With each dose, if you're vaporizing it and you're inhaling it, a dose can last between 10-15 minutes all the way up to, say, 25-30 minutes. But the broader truth is that when you're ingesting this medicine, you are completely shifting your paradigm. You are having a huge somatic and emotional release. You are processing everything you thought you knew about this life in that short of a window. When you're entering into this medicine, especially if it's your first time, we really believe it's important to have the proper setting for that to happen. And what that looks like to us is a minimum of a couple of days where you're offline, where you're not on the internet, you're not on your phone, where you don't have responsibilities, where you're not expected to do any work things or take care of other people, where you're really in a container that you can be focused on yourself and your own process. You're never exactly sure how it's going to feel coming out of this experience. Some people come out of the medicine component of the experience and feel a huge physical process still happening. And what happens for a lot of folks, they go to see a facilitator who does like a 2-hour session at their house kind of thing. And they're expected to basically pop out of that, get in an Uber, head home, maybe make dinner for the kids, or they jump back on their phone and do some emails or work things come back up. This huge experience has just happened for you, and then you have to suppress it in order to function with your real life. And that, at the very best, is just a waste of time. It's kind of like you've just had this paradigm shifting experience and now you're suppressing it, so you don't really get the benefits of it. But at the worst, can be a really challenging process and can cause some serious issues in terms of the processing of whatever came up in your experience, and then you're forced to do so in an environment that isn't conducive to that. So if you're considering 5-MeO-DMT, especially if it's your first time, I really think it's important to invest the time and potentially the money in a setting where you have the space to process the experience and you have the support to do so.